Okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being patient and waiting for me to get here um, and get on. I had to stop and take care of some kitties. I can't neglect them. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on here, so I wanted to make sure they were taken care of before I got started. This is going to be a pretty long stream today. I don't have my camera. I'm on the PS5. Like I say all the time when I get started, if you want to see what I look like, then I got some other videos on them. I will have a camera here in another day or so, but at least you have me talking to you. I'm not just playing the game and not showing you any or letting you hear anything. I am playing on the controversial PS5 Slim. Um, there are some people that are having a lot of issues on the PS5 with the game. I'm not one of them, as you are going to see. Pictures and videos don't lie. So we're gonna put it to the test today. I'm going to play in both first and third person points of view. I prefer third person. I probably will switch to it when I'm fighting at sometimes because I get really confused. I don't play anything in first person ever. I'm actually playing Far Cry 4 with someone right now off site, and it's really stressful to me too because it's in first person, but it's actually a fun game, and I love to bet. So we'll get there. We will get there. So let's get started. All right, hold on one more second. I gotta tweak something here so that I can chat with you guys. Okay. Wait, where are we? Hold on. Why does nothing ever want to work correctly when you get started streaming? It's just really annoying sometimes. Okay, so today we have a long list of fun things. I love this game, and it doesn't get a lot of high dollar publicity, so I am doing my part to help it get its footing along with a lot of other big, small, and medium YouTubers and TikTokers. So it's a great game. I wouldn't be on here spreading the word so well if it wasn't. For me to pull me away from Skyrim, that's saying a lot. And I mean, there's not much that has been able to do that outside of Dragon's Dogma. So yeah, let's get started. Let's explore, and then you can see for yourself. If we have issues, then we will optimize and go from there. But I'm pretty confident we're not going to have any, but we'll see. That's why we're here on the stream today. So let's do this PlayStation thing and see what happens. Today Mystika is going to be doing many things. I have to write a to-do list, these big games like this. We're going to first of all head to the main camp. I just started this game and we haven't even been to the main camp yet. You see, I'm still in first person. I just posted this video of me fighting these guys on TikTok. So, I tend to find that the most laggy things sometimes happens in first person for some reason. I'm not sure, which is weird because the game is meant to be played in first person, but in third person. Here, you see my character. She was designed after my actual profile image for Mystikal Maiden. She's very pretty. I love her. It's fun to see my logo in action. But yeah, the game tends to run better in. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can do this. It's easy. Let's see if it is without breaking too many locks. The locks picking system in here isn't too bad. Okay, looking at me, you might not think so, but I'm actually just talking and not paying attention, so I'm breaking lock picks. But I know where to get more, so we're good. Oh, there we go. Okay, this is on our to-do list today. This Warren Juridic set that she just got. It is a set of armor that is very good for magic-based characters. Mystika, our character right here today, she is a battle mage, which means she's going to usually have one thing for melee and then a spell. Whereas to my other character, the one I post on TikTok, she is gone full on pyromancer. She's full magic. This game really rewards you for using characters that are magic based. So this set right here, I meant to show you the set. This set right here. I'm not sure the best way to show you. We've got a lot of stuff. She's been picking up everything. You want to pick up everything because we're going to go sell all that stuff. Because we're really poor and I'm at the beginning of the game. I guess the best way to probably do it is to look at the character itself, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay. So this druid set that we got, it has these awesome stats for it. Of course, it requires spirituality, and that's what I was telling people. You have to work up to the letters in the red, the information in the red. You have to work those characteristics up in order for the armor to work. Otherwise, it doesn't work. I was getting like one shot hit and first, and I was just like, I don't understand. I got a good sword. It's like a big, huge sword. And it's enchanted and it's not working. Well, you gotta have 7 strength, and I'm nowhere near 7 strength yet. But good thing is the game it levels up pretty quickly on all levels. I'm playing on the easier level. I'm playing on it balanced. I think this is what this is. It isn't story, but it is balanced, which can be a little tough at the beginning. What time have we got? Oh, 6:30. We're gonna get caught in the dark. Alright guys, I had to switch to third person. It just drives me nuts. Bear with me. It's beautiful in third person too. I would never be able to dodge like this if I was in first person. Oh, these little suckers are hard today. What in the world is going on? Well, okay, she's just starting out. That's what it is. I didn't get a chance to put on my armor. Whew. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, we're definitely on the higher level. Usually, my other girl is one-shotting those guys. Now, she's really worked up. I think we're like on level 15 in the other game. Which, that's the one I showcased on TikTok if you want to see it. The flip between first and third is very, very smooth. The gameplay is smooth, as you can see. This is where I had problems before. When we're running in first person, the screen was tearing and it was stuttering. And as you can see, with your own eyes, it's not doing it. And this is a PlayStation. Okay? I promise you it is. Let's go faster, just to prove my point. Before, if I did that, it's like the screen was stuttering to catch up. I'm running this in 2K, 2K resolution, which isn't 1080, but it isn't 4K. 4K hurts my eyeballs. It's too crisp. Yeah, so there you go. Let's do some acrobatics just to even make it even better. Look at that. It's smooth as butter. Just as I said, I'm not having any issues. So now that we have that out of the way, let's continue. We're getting ready to get caught out in the craziness of the night, which I've gotten used to, but I still don't like it. I don't like traveling at night. The anxiety is real. Let me just tell you, it is. Okay, collect, collect, collect. I'm always an alchemist in all my playthroughs. Do I have anything to... I'm not playing a druid role as much in here. I might wear the armor. I like to try to... Do I have anything? Hold on a second. Oh yeah, I got plenty of stuff. Yeah. Okay, see, we get some experience and we get some points. We don't get any gold, but we're gonna work on that. It takes a while to grunge up some gold in this game. Okay, where the hell am I? Okay, hold on, because I don't know where I am. As you can see, her map is... We got a lot of work to do today, guys. Yeah, okay. We have a lot of work to do. Okay, this is our destination, Shadow of the Horns. I believe we can get there if we keep running along the edges here. And she really needs to stop and put on that armor to help her stats out a little bit here. But we're gonna keep going, I think. Hold on, where the heck am I? Okay. I think I might be going kind of out of the way, but we'll get there. There's 2 places we can actually start the game at, and that's one of them. She's got plenty of white buttons. We don't need any more. That helps you with health. It's really good at first, because I don't like to carry potions. Potions weigh a lot, so I generally like to carry things in raw form. And this game, that's the best thing to do as well. When you crush them up and put them in potions and stuff, it starts to weigh you down. Here is the scene from my TikTok, so you guys get to see it up close and personal. This is what protects us from that craziness on the other side. But we're going to go on the other side so you can see what happens at night. Here we go. We're crossing the veil. Literally. Look at this. Creepy. Ooh. Look, and listen at it. Listen. Ah, such an amazing game. And look at off in the distance there. Look at those creepiness. I haven't figured out what they are yet, because they just look at me from a distance. And see? Oh my goodness, this is so creepy. This is so creepy. This is hard for me because I don't generally travel at night. See? See? I have no idea what those guys are. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, this is the first time they've ever come after me. Oh my god. Ah! Help! They don't usually come after me. Get away from us. Oh. Whew, I've never fought a word spawn before. Oh my goodness. You start going on that higher difficulty level, I guess this is what happens. Let's go fight some more. I'm excited now. Let's get them. Get them. Leave me alone. Oh shoot, I'm in the water. That's right, my big druid stick knocked your ass out. Okay, nice, nice. Oh, we get 6 cobwebs from those guys. Okay, so now we know what they are. Now we know. I go out cobweb farming at night because you need that. You need those cobwebs. This whole game is based on getting those cobwebs. Okay, now we know what they are. Learn how to dodge and parry in this game, because if you do not, you will be one shot You one hit killed in a matter of seconds. Starting a fight. Starting a fight. Oh my goodness. The anxiety from fighting them things right there. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're gonna have to get our girl some summons and some spells and some good clothes and all that good stuff. We're gonna try to do all that before we get off. But this is what's going on the other side of the veil. These creepy things like this. And there's lots of creepiness in this world, okay? That's just a few of them right there. Alright, let's go back on the other side. I think we got quite a bit of 30. We got 30 cobwebs. See, that's the way to go right there. Where the heck are we? Okay, let's keep going. Keep going. Let's go back. Okay. Let's go back to the safety zone. Alright, let's go faster. That's enough creepiness for one night for our girl Mystika. She needs to be able to rest a little bit. She's been fighting ever since she got out of that prison. Alright. See, I was like, you know, when I first met this guy, he was, you know, just chilling. And I'm like, how are people not getting attacked? But then I saw this pretty veil. It's an enchantment that I don't know the story behind it yet because I haven't gotten that far in the game. But that's how they protect themselves. What is this? Materia Medica Volume 3, Plants for Health and Magic. Sage, the holy plant of shadows and light. And I always just kind of scroll through the books for you to read because I've read this one. So if you want to stop and pause the video later or something, then you can read it. And bonfires. We're not gonna mess with him yet. He's pretty much a jackass. He just is. Alright. The bonfire. Here you get to do all your good fun stuff to help you level up and get your skills and things. And she has 2 available points. You have attributes, which is what I was trying to tell you, to match those up with your armor. If the armor applies to your playstyle, because you really don't, you kind of have an idea of where you want to go with your character when you start playing. Like both of my characters, I'm playing 2 at the same time, and yeah, that's a lot of work, but it's fun too. And it's all for you guys, and me. But just kind of know both of mine are magic-based characters, and one is just more one-handed battle mage, and the other one is straight up mage. She's pyromancer. She uses elements, fire mostly, along with summons, lots of summons. So I may stream with that game at some point as well, but this one here I want to take through the entire game and actually finish playing the game. For magic-based characters, I always start with spirituality. You can also start with strength if you need that melee, endurance, encumbrance. I also put some stats in this next time, not this time. Like I said, the game lets you level up really quickly, so don't worry about if you're getting it wrong. The only thing you need to worry about is if you pick the exact wrong attribute for the build that you're trying to go for, or whatever play style. I don't like the word build. I like play style. Like, for example, she's a mage, so critical damage and things is good, but not as important as spirituality. And for me, endurance, because I know personally I'm always over encumbered. So yeah, I'm going to go with endurance next time. I'm going with spirituality this time. And strength, I don't need as much because she's magic based, and the magic, as long as you building that up, would make up for the strength. If you have a warrior, you're going to want to go with strength. And practicality. That's another one I neglected because you're going to need that. You're going to be selling crap all the time. And I'm going to do practicality the next time. After endurance, I'm going to do practicality because I collect lots of stuff. So let's go ahead and put our 2 points in spirituality because we can't wear our gear that we have until we get that up. And then let's look at the skill trees. Okay, and here you have, 6 skill trees? Is that right? Hold on, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 skill trees. And just like with the attributes, you want to pick what is going to benefit your character, you as an individual, personal individual, and your playstyle. There is no really wrong choice unless you pick something, like I said, that's totally opposite of what you're going for. Like with me, my character is going to be magic based, but she's also one-handed. So I'm less of a thief, and I know for a fact I most likely will not use a bow. Most likely. I wanted to with one of them, but I'm always using a stealth archer build. I wanted to do something different. So I'm going to go with spirituality in this one as well. And also strength, because of the fact that she's going to be a one-handed battle mage. So let's look at the strength tree. Agile fighter, attacks with one-handed weapons are stronger. So let's put a point in that. Okay, confirm. And then spirituality, because that is, like I said, that is what we need the most. Okay, so only one tree is open. More trees will open up as you build your character up. Okay. Or more parts of the tree, sorry, I don't want to confuse you. More parts of the tree will open up. Like right now, there's locks on these particular branches, but they'll open up as you build up your character more. So I'm going to go with this. I want my spells to be as powerful as they possibly can. Right now, they're pretty weak. They were doing literally nothing on those shadow worms or whatever they were. Weird worms or however you say it. So, okay, so we're good now. Alright, we've done our leveling up. I don't have anything to restore. If we go to sleep, then we will restore our King Arthur power. And this guy will probably be awake. Yep, there he is. You can talk to him, he'll give you something.
So much for a secluded cave keeping visitors away. Seems like there's no one on this island to hide in peace. Oh well, since you're here, I have an important question. Do you have any food?
Huh. You talk smack and then ask me for food? Okay, well, who are you?
I promise to answer all of your questions, no matter how annoying or asinine they might be. But first, do you have any food?
Persistent bugger.
Oh dear.
Food?
Yes, food. That stuff you put in
See,
your
look
mouth
how he's acting. I don't want to give him anything. It needs to be an option that says hell no.
Fish, meat, vegetables, bread. Oh, some bread would be especially nice. But I'll take anything, really.
Yeah, I bet you will. I know what food is.
You were just being purposefully obtuse to a starving man, begging
This
you
is
for
why I love
something
this
to
game.
eat.
You can be smart ass if you want to.
Poorly on you. I hope you realize that.
Can't you just catch yourself a fish?
No,
He's right here by the sea.
My doctrine forbids me from killing any living being, even one as mindless and insignificant as a fish. Oh, that of an annoying trespasser who won't
See,
stop
look, he's talking
tormenting a
smack to me.
starving
He
man
wants
with inane
food. What?
questions.
No. I feel like backing out, but he does give you a perk. Otherwise, I would be backing out and just tell him to go jump in that water with the weird worms or whatever those things are. So you can eat a fish, but you can't kill it? I call BS.
Now, could you please give me something to eat?
Now, that's more like it. Please.
Fine. You got me. Nothing prevents me from catching myself a fish, apart from the fact that I'm really bad at it.
All right, here, take it. Let's see. We don't have much ourselves. We just got out of prison. He's wanting to take our little bit of stuff we have. All right, he can get an apple. That's
I'll
it.
be forever indebted to you, but don't expect much. The only payment I can offer you is seashells, or, access to an infinite well of ancient druidic wisdom. I'd rather you choose wisdom. I threw out my collection of seashells a few days ago after I stepped on them with my bare
Of course
feet.
you did.
Much better. Time for a nap. Except you're still here. Oh, no, don't tell me you still have questions.
What are you doing here?
Well, I live here, obviously.
Oh, my goodness. Why?
Why not? It's a perfectly good cave, albeit a bit drafty and damp. Well, it could be better, to be honest, but we can't all live in mansions, can we?
And how did you get
The same
here?
way you did, I presume.
You are very difficult to talk to.
Am I? That's odd. No one ever accused me of that before.
You think?
Well, I guess that's what living alone in a cave does to your conversational skills.
I'm gonna ask him one more time. He better not give me a
Dressed,
smart
and
mouth
I am the
answer.
local hermit.
Okay, it's about darn time. That's the only thing you came up with?
I don't understand your skepticism. I live alone in a cave, collect seashells, and occasionally talk to crabs. What else could I be?
Now, I'm just guessing here. A druid.
But didn't you know? There are no more druids. The mob rounded them all up, stuffed them into a giant wicker man, and lit a fire. Their screams could barely be heard over the roaring flames, but the stench of the burning flesh easily overwhelmed the smell of blazing wicker. Its glow painted the sky in reds and yellows for the entire night.
Sounds like you were there.
Don't be silly. How could I have been there if I'm here now?
When did that happen?
Some years ago? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Can we change the subject? I'm sure there are more interesting things we could be talking about.
Alright, I'm outie. I don't know what ancient druidic wisdom he gives me, because I don't see anything. Like, I see nothing. See, like, my quest list is still the same. So, I don't know what he's talking about. Alright, so what's on our to-do list for today? Oh, we need to get to the stronghold. Really, you either need to go two places when you get started here. Either the stronghold or this village that's around the corner here. Or at least I think it is. Hold on. Let's look at the map. The stronghold is where our main story is taking us. The Shadow of the Horns main building. But I got turned around at night and we're headed towards the village. I'm going to turn around and we're going to go back because let's run faster, because that's where all the quest lines make sense. And you get athletics for running, so yeah, that's where it makes sense to start at. It makes sense to start at the stronghold. Let's get some stuff here. Milkweed. And don't worry about, the great thing about this game is it's like Baldur's Gate. Oh, look. Oh, can I dig? Oh, yep. I'm smart. I got a shovel. Okay. What we get? Because this is where you find, all kinds of good stuff. Plus, there's a cave we need to go in over here that has a good summon that you can get right at the start of the game. If I can remember how to get back to it, we'll go do that. I will probably be getting beat up, but that's okay. It's all right. Okay, I'm trying not to be so jerky with the screen so someone won't come on and say something smart like this PS5 is jerking, but that's me. I like to look around as I run. Am I going the right way? Because I'm trying to remember. Now, when you get your summons, I'm going to tell you right now. I got some good gloves out of here. There's some good gloves in there. This burdock roots is how you make your health potion, so I always pick that stuff up. Your summons make it a little glitchery. When they teleport to you. It's an in-game mechanic that's helpful, but it's also makes them stutter. A little bit of stutter happened as well when they get back to you. Those little butterfly things, I always look for those because they have something down there. They'll have something like this down there. What's our weight? Guys, we can't go do it. We can't go to the cave yet. I'm too close. I'm gonna be over encumbered. We're gonna have to go to the stronghold. We'll come back because I'm almost over encumbered already. Okay, see the little butterfly looking things? That tells you that there's a treasure or something around. Be sure and get those and carry a shovel all the time. Shovel, a torch. What else do you need to carry? I don't want to try to tell you too much. I carry too much because I'm a hoarder. I hope this isn't gonna... Okay. But, yep, you're gonna look for those butterfly thingies like that. Okay, I'm still at 127. Because they mean there's some goodies around for you. There's nothing on the beach because I've killed everything in the last stream, so... See, you can get a good bit of coin out of these. I didn't do this the first time. But up there is the cave where you find the corpse eater summoning spell. This. And because we are over encumbered, I can't take it because you get a lot of other things too. So we're going to come back. Don't worry, we'll come back. Put my weapon up. Running with your weapon is never a good idea. Oh shoot. Let me get something. Yeah, I'm gonna get my spells ready because stress. Alright, I'm gonna flip into third person if I get surrounded here because first person, I'm doing this solely for those of you who want to see the performance in first person. I don't fight in first person. I fight in third person. Okay, Shrine of Deer. Get 10% movement speed multiplier. See, you get these buffs like this. There's buffs like this all throughout the world, and you want to use those to help you when you can, but I don't have any antler fragments. I haven't killed anything. I just got out of prison, so I haven't done anything. There's also a free horse around here somewhere, but I don't think we've opened up that part of the map. I would get it, but to me, The horse is nice and everything, but he's a pain. I mean, it's very hard to navigate the horse in first or third person. Now, for people like me who get over encumbered, he's great because you can still travel and get around and run fast if you're over encumbered, because you can't run fast if you are. Oh, God. I hope my spells are better now that I... Yeah, they are. See the difference? Get out of here. Don't be messing with me. Now you're down there getting jiggy with it. That weapon that I have, typically druids in these games, like in Baldur's Gate, the druid has a one-handed, and they also use magic. They're usually melee characters, and I love being a melee character in Baldur's Gate, but that's the only game that I like being a melee character in. I like to be an archer, or I like to be magic, all magic. But I generally go the safe route, and I start off with the archer, and I didn't want to do the safe route this time. Alright, so if we're going to have any issues, they're going to happen during the daytime, and they're going to happen in these areas, because there's lots going on, so let's keep an eye on it and see what happens. And they're going to happen in first person view, not third. When I switched to third, it's totally different. A little bit of a lag going on. A little bit. But nothing game breaking, as you can see. I'm going to buy this game on PC as well. When I love a game, I also get 2 copies. I get usually my one console, because I use both Xbox and PS5. In this case, this one's PS5. I usually get one console version and one PC, because when they start modding the game, I want to be there. When they start modding this game, I definitely want to have my copy. And I know they will. Alright, I'm not going to mess with them right now. We'll come back at nighttime and kill them, so we can get the cobwebs that we need. Alright, we're almost in the home stretch, and I want to get up there and unload before I have to start fighting things and stuff. And she runs fast. This is why you don't need the horse. I mean, you can get the horse, sure, but you don't really need it. Not really. Alright, and see, before in that sunlight and me doing this, it was so bad. Like, I would be running and the game would be skipping. It would be skipping so badly. But as you can see, it's not doing it now. Alright, this is a fast travel point. Fast travel here is very weird. Yeah, it is. It's weird, but I've gotten used to it. You'll get to see. We'll be fast traveling some places. Let me talk to this drunk. Hello. Get up, soldier. The enemy is coming.
What's happening?
The enemy is coming, and you're drunk.
What are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before.
You haven't seen anything but the bottle. You couldn't. I'm a traveler. I was told I'd find safe haven here in the
But
Horns.
we don't just let anybody in, pal. You need to have, things, proof. Things to prove you're safe. For haven. Yeah.
Here, I have this pin. I was told I'd find a safe haven here in the Horns.
This pin. I can't say I see it very clearly at this present moment, but it does look important. Very official. But I remember Fergus said something about all this, these emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye, royal person, on behalf of the keepers. You are a great friend to our home. Welcome. Please, speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things around here in the captain's absence. He'll greet thee properly. Have a pleasant rest of the day.
Yeah. You have a pleasant day too, sleeping at the gate. In the world. Alright, guys. We are in the Shadow of the Horns. Nice, nice. We have our merchants here, and looks like we have a work board, bulletin board. Yep, a bounty board, which is great. That's how we make money, because we are poor. 365 though is pretty good, because we found those chests that have the money in them. Alright, we're going to talk to some people in a minute. What is our quest taking us? Oh, Quartermaster Fergus. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. He's up there. Alright, let's talk to a couple of people here in the square, so we can get some quests going and make some money.
Welcome! In the name of our eternally reigning Majesty King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Tables, I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your business.
You're a representative of Camelot?
That's correct. My name is Killian. I was sent here from the capital to
Killian. I've always mispronounced it as Cillian.
And also to encourage the keepers to fight.
Like Cillian Murphy. If Camelot knows about the bandits, why didn't they send the army?
The situation with the Pict and Del Rita savages is precarious. Too bad we can't get rid of them as easily as we did with the Druids. There have also been rumors that we might soon have a civil war on our hands, so Camelot cannot afford to spread our forces too thin.
Tell me about the situation with the tribes.
There are rumors that the Rita tribes want to unite, and that would mean open war with Camelot. As for those Pict savages, they've been growing bold, leaving their forest. For now, it's just been small scrimmages. But who knows how it would end.
What happened with the Druids?
Well, you've probably heard about the Druids making human sacrifices by stuffing people into wicker puppets and setting them on fire. Well, the people decided to give them a taste of their own medicine.
The Druids are not nice people in here. I always love to play Druids, especially in Baldur's Gate. I'm mostly always am a Druid, but they're not very nice in here, so... Okay. They were killed because they were making human sacrifices?
Yep, made human sacrifices, prayed to the dark gods, brought the weirdness back. Bunch of bastards. Good thing they're worm food now.
Okay, were all the Druids killed?
Most of them. The survivors have supposedly taken refuge with savages in the
We
woods,
know they weren't, we just met one.
Rumored to be hiding in the Horns area. But whether that was before or after the charred conclave...
Well, we know who that is.
Would you like to hear about him?
Yeah, sure, tell me.
His name was Lardyard. He was lurking near Bloodlake, a small pond where they used to throw the bodies of executed convicts. They say he would fish them out and use his magic to turn them into undead monsters. Supposedly, he started needing some fresher corpses, so he slaughtered one of the keepers. The Horns organized a manhunt. They found him and sentenced him to death. People say that the moment his body touched the surface of Blood Lake, the water turned red and it's been scarred since that day. Some say that Slaughterjag came back from the dead and seeks revenge. But if you ask me, it's just a tale by local simpletons.
A civil war?
I don't really have much more to tell. It's hard to get any updates here. I only know that the new Lancelot has not been very popular, and that's putting it mildly. The Witch Morgaine would have been burnt at the stake long ago if everyone weren't so afraid of her. And then we have the commoners who seem to keep forgetting their place and loudly demand
So all
changes.
these characters
Everything
with
is falling
familiar
apart.
names to me. This is why I love this so much, because all these Arthurian characters, you don't get the good games and movies that often with this time period, and I don't know of very many games at all with the Arthurian that covers the time of King Arthur, or at least not any current ones. Okay, so these are just questions. I'm going to ask the one in the white, but I'm not going to ask the one in the yellow because we don't have any bandit leaders yet that we've killed. We've only been killing supernatural creatures, so I'm not going to waste time doing
None
that.
so far. The keepers don't want to risk being turned into pincushions for a mere 10 gold pieces. Besides, the captain banned them from leaving the Horns of the South without a good reason. Too many bandits and not enough keepers.
It must be boring for you.
You have no idea. When I heard they were sending me south, to the very place that's crawling with bandits and barbarians from the tribes, I imagine I'd be a little closer to the action, fighting, gushing blood, screams and such like. I thought the veterans would be showing me their scars and stumps and telling me tales of how they lost their eyes, ears and limbs, or even better, how they were ripping open throats and bellies. Instead, the only stories I hear are when those fools break their own legs when they get drunk and fall off the walls.
If you like hearing about fighting so much, then why aren't you a warrior?
I could be, but many people can swing a sword, but only a few have as sharp and bright a mind as I do. It's just that some people were made for fighting, while others are destined for greater things. Besides, watching and listening gives me enough satisfaction without needing to risk my life.
Blood, scars, and stumps. Those are your fantasies?
Yeah, I've been like this since I was a child. The moment an execution is over, I'm waiting for the next one, and there are quite a lot of them in Camelot. And I like to watch where Mum punished the servants with a whipping. It's just how I am.
Okay. That's real nice to know about you there, bro. Okay, so what if nobody claims bounties and the bandits roam freely?
Not would send a group of knights with Sir Galahad at the head, and he's not interested in half measures. He'd probably burn down half the garrison, or hang them. He's done both. By the way, did you know that people who are hanged rarely die from strangulation? Usually
Okay.
the sudden jolt causes the backbone to snap, which separates the head from the body. A while ago, I saw someone hanged in the village, and it's true. One snap, and it's done.
Sir Galahad sounds like a dangerous madman.
No matter what you say about him, he's very efficient. Brutal, even by my standards, but efficient.
Okay, you would think so. The fact about hanging was quite interesting. Do you have any other tidbits like that?
Oh, sure, plenty. Did you know that apparently if you cut off someone's head, they don't die straight away, but remain
Oh
conscious
my
for a
god,
few
we don't want to
minutes?
talk to this guy anymore. He's crazy. Thank you, that's all.
Oh, hey, before you go, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, It takes one to know one. So here's some friendly advice.
Sure
Free
it
of charge.
does.
If you're seeking scum to slay, you'll find bandits in the ruins of a merchant settlement nearby. It's worth visiting if you haven't already.
Okay, see, like I was saying, this is why you wanted to come here first, because this is how you get the main storyline, side stories, and miscellaneous things to help you make money. This is where you get those quests here in a stronghold. So it doesn't make any sense really to go anywhere first besides here. And these I'm going to take, all of them. And I didn't mean to do it so fast, so if you want to pause and read about them, you can. Just make a decision whether or not you want to get them if you decide to play the game. I always take them. They're easy. For the most part, once you build up a little bit, you will have to deal with the peasants though, so. Alright, let's bring my girl out for a bit. I like to look at her blue hair. I like to look at my Mystikal Maiden in the flesh. Well, she's got the pimp walk going. The pimp walk going on.
All mother's tits. I've just about had it with this bunch of repressed virgins. And
Okay.
who might you be? You don't look like one of them.
Okay, well, I'm not a repressed virgin, no. You seem angry.
Oh, do I now?
Mm-hmm.
You would be too if you had to deal with those sniveling morons when they're up to something. Don't look at me like that. You don't get as far in life as I have if you can't smell bullshit from a mile away. There's something fishy going on here. But I'll get to the bottom of it. And here's a brilliant idea. You're going to help me.
I love how people just pull me into things. I might, but not for
Straight
free.
to the point, huh? Don't worry, I'll pay you. And who knows, you might even get a discount on my wares.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. What do you need?
I just need you to go to Brandon and find out why that slime ball is pretending not to know I'm here. Tell him I'm waiting with his delivery. Although I'm pretty sure he knows this already.
Who's Brandon? I mean,
You don't know? He's the captain of this entire circus. I thought since they let you in, you must have an in with him. But it turns out you know even less than I do. There's something going on, you know? They don't want anybody to know, but I can feel it.
Well, yeah, you think? You go out there in the real world.
Now. Then suddenly I found myself stuck here. They won't let me further in, not even to set up camp in the village. But they won't let me out either. Anyway, good luck to you. Come and visit if you need anything.
Let's see, what do we have? Who are you?
Name's Orla. I'm a merchant.
You want to get in good with all the
My
merchants.
business isn't
In
being
any
held
game like
hostage
this,
by a
you
bunch
do
of
anyway.
idiots who seem to be terrified of women. What was I thinking when I decided to leave Timberwall? Should have stayed there.
You must have some stories from your time on the road.
Oh, love, plenty. And almost none of them happy. I'll never forget the first time we stumbled upon a place after a cloud of the weirdness oozed through. It was a small settlement, just a few houses. There was this odd, bitter taste in the air. The place was completely abandoned. Or so we thought. Until we started finding them, one by one. A man who tried to chop off his legs after they started sprouting antlers.
Okay, they have some of the strangest stories these guys do. But they're really interesting.
The corner of the settlement managed to stab herself in the heart before it got to her. I almost dropped it all.
See that darkness. This is why they call it the Dark Skyrim.
I'm not sure why I didn't.
Every story is like this.
I guess giving up just isn't in my nature.
Okay. Maybe there's something else I can help you with?
You do realize you won't score any points with the keepers by helping me, right?
We don't need the keepers. We just need discounts.
Have no idea what it takes to be a merchant in this sorry world. The things we have to do sometimes aren't exactly done according to the rule book.
I don't care as long as I'm getting paid.
Right. A woman named Ness has my cargo and I need it back. I don't know where she is, but starting the search near the Arkspire seems like a good idea. And yes, you'll get paid. Just bring me the wares.
All right. Well, open your shop up, girly. Let's get some stuff going on here. All right. We don't really have money to buy anything, and I don't think we need to buy anything right now except for lockpicks. We do need some of those, and I don't want to spend that much money on them. All right, let's sell some stuff. We probably have quite a bit of stuff we could sell. I'm going to keep some things. Oh, we got a ton of daggers. Where did we get all those daggers from? We must have killed a lot of... and those guards, those red priests, they have the daggers. I usually keep 2 of the daggers for this build. See, the rusty spear isn't going to do us any good. Amputation knife. It does 14 to 21 damage. We can sell those. I'm not going to use those. More daggers. We can sell those. We just need to keep 2. A short sword. 33 to 38 damage. that requires dexterity. This requires strength. Our wooden club is good, so we're gonna go ahead and sell these. We're gonna sell all this stuff. We need money. Two-handed, I'm definitely selling. I'll never use the two-handed anything in this game. The pickaxe, don't sell your pickaxe. That's the other thing you need to carry all the time is your pickaxe. The bow, somewhere we get a cool enchanted bow. I don't remember where I got it from. I tried to write notes. Very short bow, we'll keep that for now too. Armor. Now, see, here's why I said pick up all this stuff. See, we can sell all this stuff. We don't need all this. We don't need it. Let's sell it. I don't like the way it looks on my girls anyway. I'm keeping the fancy hat. This is why I said just pick up everything. We definitely don't want to sell that. We can sell those. We only need one of each. Okay, only need one of those. You don't get much money for these darn red priest things, but yeah. I'm not wearing red priest robes because in this world, unlike Skyrim, in this world, if you wear stuff like the enemy's clothes and people acknowledge it, what you wear gets acknowledged. So just keep that in mind. It's not like you can wear storm cloaks into gear into an imperial territory and everybody's like, oh, okay. It's all right, you know. I just saw some weirdness going on right there. I don't know what that was. All right. All right, let's keep selling. We'll have about 500 gold when we're done. Molten lightning is those gloves in that chest near the sea that I told you about. All right, we're gonna sell all of this. Okay, because we got the torn keeper's armor. We can sell one of those. We don't want to sell the worn druidic gloves. We want to put that set on here in a minute until I find the spellcaster's armor. I keep the bandages because they're cute. But we can put this stuff up. You see, we still got it pretty... Oh, wow. Look at all these pants I have. This is ridiculous. Oh, look how much money we're making off of this. This is great. We don't want to give up our druidic pants. Alright, ragged trousers. I think this is the only thing we have to do, so bear with me while I get rid of all this stuff. We're going to throw the rest of it in our stash box. And you can access that stash box from anywhere in the world. It's so good. It was such a good idea. Kind of like Baldur's Gate. I think Baldur's Gate is a little bit more... What is that right there? How did I get that already? Okay, whatever. Alright, let's go back and finish selling our junk so we can get the heck out of here and go talk to some more people and get started on our adventure. I'm ready to get back out in this crazy world. Show you guys. And get those summons. And to do that, I need to make sure I'm not carrying around a bunch of junk. Okay. I don't need 2 pairs of nobleman's boots. I usually just keep 1 pair of, you know, different kind of boots. Just 1 pair. I don't think you can enchant stuff in here. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far. Okay. We're still kind of heavy at 73. That's over half of our encumbrance, but we're going to take care of that in a minute. Okay, look, we made quite a bit of gold. Okay, the Silk Road. We already got that. That leads to one of our summons. That quest does, so. Those are the 2 most important ones. That guy there has some dialogue. He's a jackass. I'm not sure what he does yet. So I'm gonna bypass him right now. And we're gonna go to the quest marker. But talk to people because that's how you get quests. All right. Such an unpleasant conversation.
Sir,
This is
I
Fergus,
haven't
by the
seen you
way.
before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope.
I always lie and stay on the good side of the people,
That's surprising. But
because
good.
this guy right here is
Very
just
good.
a butt. So it
He's
just
been a
seems like
drunk
it's
for as
just
long as
best
I can
to
remember.
just not
Keep
tell him
saying
the
he'll
truth.
stop, but he never does. At least not for long. The name's Fergus, and I assume you already know I'm the quartermaster here. Now state your business. And please, try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see.
Oh, how nice. Okay, I got this pin from a friend. I assume you know what it means?
Yes, I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me.
Oh,
However,
it's so unpleasant
these
to talk
pins
to.
were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns. And that makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he?
We got shipwrecked on the way, but he could have made it. Who knows?
If
I don't
what
know.
you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade, and that leaves only the captain. However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of morons in life, and you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pin only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to. Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home.
Well, thank you. That's all we needed right now with him. Let's see, what are the options? He's got a lot. He opens up a lot of options, but I don't want to move through the main story too quickly because there is so much we need to do first. Let's see. Let's go through it. Is there anything I can help you with? Ninian is dead. Okay, that was the guy that was attached to the torture thing. Let's tell him that. Ninian is dead. He asked me to bring you this.
Ninian. I knew the Red Death would take him. Damn shame. He was one of the good ones. You did right bringing this back.
I actually got a compliment from this dude. Nice.
Now that I think of it, how did you manage to get hold of his tag?
He wasn't taken by the Red Death. The Red Priest tortured him in the island asylum.
Tortured?
Yes, tortured.
You can't expect me to take that at face value.
Of
Brother
course not.
Rialdan said Ninian was too weak to survive the journey. They came for him, and we even held a symbolic keeper's burial for him. And what were you doing in the island asylum? You look fine, but if you were there, near him...
Oh gosh, definitely not going to tell him about King Arthur. It was a misunderstanding. The Red Priest caught the wrong person.
I'm sorry this happened to you. Still,
Oh, he's actually
to
sympathetic to me.
now that you've told me this, I'll be keeping a close eye on you. No risks can be taken when it comes to the Red Death.
Let's see what else. I guess we can do the yellow. I'm actually here for Excalibur. Yeah, right. We're going to tell him that. We don't want to help right now. What medal and what piece is it talking about?
That's
Let's
one of
see.
our tags. Every soldier gets one.
Oh,
when they
okay.
pledge their
That's what I took
loyalty.
off the dead
I
keepers.
just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble. You know, here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they all
Okay.
swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became
All
of
right,
them.
that's good to know.
It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
Okay, that was good to know. You're going to find lots of those. Because I didn't realize that's what I was supposed to be doing. I hope I didn't sell them. Do I have a
You know where to
tag?
find me if you come across any more.
I must not. Okay. I think maybe that's all we need to talk to him about. I talked to Orlaith. Alright,
If you need rest, you can sleep in the barracks. It's no royal
Alright, that's
chamber,
what we needed.
but
We
it's
needed him
better
to give
sleep
us
under a
permission to
roof than
sleep
under
in the
stars,
barracks, even
right?
though I don't sleep in the barracks.
Especially in this horrible weather.
Most of the time I build a bonfire and sleep outside. Or at least, that's what I do with my other character. This girl here will probably sleep in the barracks. Alright, we're going to leave that alone right now, because we don't want to progress the main story too quickly. Because we need to get out and do some stuff, make some money, buy a house, fall in love, all kinds of stuff. Fun stuff in this world, guys. Alright, here's our stash. And in this, we can toss all this stuff. And even when you're on the road, you can still do your alchemy thing. Even after this. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, so the stuff that we can't use, we're going to put in here. One of those two is better than the other. Okay, we need those. That I'm going to put up because it's just, we can't use it anyway. Okay, burning ember. Okay, yeah, we already got that. I'm going to put that up. Here's my thing is you know, you can't see the description. That's my only myth I have so far, is I'm trying to get organized. I don't know what's what because you can't see the darn description unless you put something away. So I'm like, what's up with that? You know? I mean, you know? So I know I don't want to wear that, and I don't want to wear fancy clothes. It's between these two we'll put on. It depends. I don't think we're able to wear a lot of this stuff. Alright, that has no value, so we're going to put those up. We're going to put a pair of these up. See how our weight's going down now that we're putting stuff up. We really want to... Our goal is to be able to get into that druid suit here. So we can have the mana regeneration to help us out. Okay, we don't need to put any of that stuff up. I don't use coding, so I know for a fact I can put it up. But like I said, you can reach your stuff in the world, so don't worry about it putting too much up. You don't have to carry all this stuff around. The only thing you want to carry is your white caps. Like, you know, if you find a alchemy station out in the world, you'll be able to use it. And keep some stuff in the alchemy. Don't sell your alchemy stuff until you know for a fact you know what you're doing, because I still don't. That's why you see me putting it up. I hate selling stuff and then come to find out I shouldn't have done it. Okay, so ideally I want to be only like 1/4 of my weight, my total weight, because you pick up so much junk to sell. Like, look at that. 20. We don't need all of that. Okay, just bear with me a moment. I had to put this stuff up so when we go out venturing, I won't get over encumbered and have to be stressed out trying to get back and get killed like I did before. I sure did get killed because I was over encumbered. You can fight when you're over encumbered, but you can't dodge and parry. Definitely want to put that heavy wood up. And there's a little pet we can get to. I don't know if we'll get to that today, but yeah, there's a little pet that we can get. We're still pretty heavy. Why are we so heavy still? Maybe it's my druid armor? I don't know. But we're still pretty heavy. It's probably those weapons, I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't know, but that's good. I mean, that's good. We'll do it. We'll, like I said, we'll put points in endurance next. Okay, so now let's put our girl on some things that's gonna help her. You can put on your druid mask, and if you don't want it showing, then you can simply tell it not to show the helmet, but it works better with that right there. She's not really a druid type. I hate to put druid clothes on her. Really, I do. Where are the druid gloves? We are going to put the gloves on, even though it does decrease our armor rating. That's okay because the magic will keep us safe. Okay, we need to put that stuff up too. Can we wear the druid pants yet? Yep, we can. And the boots. Yep, we can. The only thing I'm not going to put on her right now is the druid suit because she's not really trying to be a druid, and I like to kind of stay in character, you know. And we're gonna find some good stuff to put on her head when we go out. What is that? That leather hood is not enchanted. We could put the mask on. It looks pretty cool. But if you put it on with the dress, it goes really good with the dress. If you're doing a druid thing. And I might just let her keep it on, just, you know. Because that'll help with her magic regeneration, but she's not really a druid type. We'll let her keep it on for now. Alright, so let's go. Alright, let's go talk to these guys. And then, what time is it? It's 8:14. This is military time in here, so just so you know. I was confused when I first saw that. I was like, what's going on? Shut up, nobody's talking to you yet. Let's talk to this guy.
Good to see you again. The pledge today was very
What? I don't know
wasn't
you.
it? The certainty in Quartermaster Aimer's voice. Beautiful. Makes one eager to start work.
I don't think we've met.
So, what do you need this time? The pass again? Are we planning a trip to the Stale Lamb? Hey, not this time, my friend. I've run out of ink. I'm waiting for a delivery. Steward Orla will let me know when more arrives. In the meantime, I need to ask you for a favor. So, you in? For the sake of our long friendship?
Sure. What do you need, pal?
You do know it needs to stay between us. Do you understand?
Because he's delusional. I know what he's talking about. Yep, I understand.
Fantastic. So, here's the thing. On a recent night out at Wrongs, it seems I may have left some sensitive documents at the bar. Documents, with Captain Fergus' seal. But not necessarily sealed by him. You know what I mean. I can't really go there right now. Could you get them back for me? I'm sure it won't be too much of a problem.
Sure. I'll do it. Why not?
Splendid. When you have the documents, meet me at the third crone.
Sounds
of the
like this is
Rooster.
going to be an interesting
find me?
excursion
I'll be
anyway. Okay, so more quest. Let's see what our list is looking like now. Oh, look, guys, we have more. Look, see, this is what I'm saying. This is why you want to come here first. These miscellaneous things is how you make your money. Most of the time, it's pretty good money too. These side quests, and then it organizes them for you. In case you have list over. What am I trying to say? Like list fatigue. Like me, when I see all those lists, I get immediately overwhelmed. Skyrim is notorious for having 100 quests all piled up, and I'm just like, oh my god, I just can't deal with this today. All right, so this is our main quest. Okay, we know what they are already. We've got to find the Excalibur, and then we already started this with Fergus. This conversation with him, it will help progress that. That's why I don't want to go too far into that yet, because we have these great side quests to do. And we're going to pick up a few more, I think, before we leave here to go and get on our journey. So then we have all these right here that are great for getting XP. What is this one? Brothers in Arm. Okay. All right. The Great Escape is what we completed. You can see we just started. We got a lot of work to do. I want to find that spellcaster armor, though, for my girl here. That's more... And then there's a battle mage armor. I don't know if we'll get to all of those today, but we will in the next couple of days. All right, look. Does he have anything to say?
All right, newbie? Have you been to see the refugees? I can't believe poor Cole was put in a cage.
Oh, yeah, the refugees. Okay. No, I haven't. Who's Cole?
What a mess.
Cole came to us with a group of refugees from some nearby villages. They were looking for shelter from, well, everything that's been happening here. Bandits, the weirdness, the Del Reader, hunger. I was happy Fergus let them in and allowed them to stay. You'll meet them in the village. They live in the buildings up high.
All right, we are going to go there. That's probably where we'll end up stopping the stream for the day, but we'll go there after we rest.
Sometimes even aggressive. One of our keepers, old Mahon, tried to calm him down. He might have used too much force, and Cole felt compelled to defend himself. He bit old Mahon. And since then, the old fool has been lying in the infirmary. Frankly, I think Mahon brought it on himself. They shouldn't have put that poor man in a cage.
I love putting people in cages in this world.
Wait, if you ever meet Patrice, please give her those flowers. I know it's not much, but I'd like her to know she's not alone. I support her and the other refugees. And I'm sure there are more of us who do.
Okay, bouquet for Patrice. All right. Let's see what we got in here. All of this stuff is for alchemists. You don't have to get all this stuff if you don't want to, but I really get into the alchemy in all my games. Quit being a butthead, or I'm not going to give Patrice anything. Okay. What time we got? 8:59. It's kind of early to be going to sleep. Let's look and see what else is in these. Honey. We need honey. Honey is always good for health potions. Keeper Lanzo. I don't think I've talked to him before.
Don't bother. He's a quack and a butcher who likes to watch people suffer.
All right. Well, that's nice to know. That's a serious accusation.
He's a know-it-all from Camelot, but the truth is, he doesn't know shit. All of those academic types think they're better than us village folk, just because they read a book. We've been getting by just fine without any of their crap.
Why do you say that?
I came to him with a toothache, asked him to make me something for the pain, and you know what he did? He said my tooth is rotten, and then sent me to Osprey to get it pulled out.
Well, sounds reasonable to me.
Sounds like horse crap. My grandma was smarter than your lot, and she couldn't even read.
Everybody's so nice here.
Potion for toothache. If I were any good at mixing that stuff, I wouldn't need to deal with quacks like Heber. I even gave him my grandma's recipe, but he said it was no good.
If you just removed the tooth, you wouldn't need a potion. I'm gonna ask him, do he still have the recipe?
No, Heber took it, the plonker.
We need
Said
recipes.
If I don't know how to make it, I shouldn't have it. And that he doesn't want some questionable homebrew medicine spreading through the keep.
I'll talk to him for you, but not for free.
You will? You're a lifesaver.
Don't do anything for free. We're
Truth-saver,
trying to get
yeah?
paid. The house
No
that we
matter.
want to buy is 20,000
Don't worry,
gold, and we
I'll
only
give you
have
something
1,000.
very
Just to put it in
special if you bring me
perspective.
that remedy.
Okay, this is okay. I didn't go through this quest. This is one of those games each time you play it's different. I mean, this whole playthrough has been different. Like I never fought those weird, a word. I'm not sure how they pronounce it in here. I think it's weird. Those weird monsters at the beginning, like you saw me doing. I never fought those. Okay, let's look at our quest now. Okay, we got 2 new ones. Okay, so we got a good starting point here to get us out of here and out into the world, so we can look back. That happens every time you switch back. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. People here aren't like in Skyrim where they get mad if you pull your weapons on them, but still though, you got some people that do acknowledge the fact that you have your weapons out. Oh look, I don't remember. Oh wow, tons of stuff. I'm gonna be alright. We'll drop that off and drop that stuff off and put it in our stash. I'm not trying to sell everything right now, just armor, because that's where the most money is. Armor and health potions. But you don't want to sell your health potions until you get too many. Like me, I have too many in my other games, so I sell the health potions. Alright, let's dump this in here, then we're gonna go to sleep, and then we're gonna go get out in the world. Okay, and I think maybe there was something else I needed to dump. We can dump gloves because I'm not going to put any other gloves on right now. Okay, so we don't need to carry around things we're not using. Because we're going to need that room to carry everything that we're about to get. I mean, there's going to be lots of stuff out in the world that we get. We're not doing anything build-wise right now, so we don't need to be carrying all this stuff. I have a ton of white caps, don't I? Alright, 33 is good. That's even better than we had it before. Alright, let's go. We don't need to level up, so we can go in the barracks. Is this the barracks door? No. Is this? Yeah, this is the barracks door. Look how fast the load screens are. I'm so used to load screens taking like 5 minutes. I was just kind of sitting there. We don't want to take that stuff. The red hand means you're going to steal, and we don't want to get on their bad side just yet. Let's see, it's 22:45. Okay. We'll go and advance today and get our rest and replenish. Okay, go back. It's kind of weird. Okay. But yeah, look how fast the load screens are. That's the fastest load screens I've ever seen in a game. Alright. We're nice and rested. Now we can go and get some stuff going. We can go and go out. Let's see. What does my girl got on? Let's see. What is she looking like? Alright, we're going to put this helmet on too. That's kind of neat though. I like that. I really do like this outfit. It's just not her, but we're going to use it because right now we don't have anything else. And this gives like super fast mana regeneration, which we need. So you'll see in a minute when we have to use magic how fast it now replenishes. Okay, I'm not going to look in those things. I need to just stay focused. Oh. Where are we? Let's get out in the world. Let's go do some stuff. There we got a little bit of glitchy going on. A little lag. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Let's talk to him.
Boy,
Always want to talk to the smith.
Question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting.
Okay. Just be a little bit more humble, won't we?
It's good to see a new face in this sad hole. Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
You don't get many visitors?
Not really. Especially since we went into a lockdown a while ago. People used to come and go. Now and then a ship would make a stop at the village below, but nobody's really come around since. Well, since the entire shit show that's going down everywhere. Now that I think of it, you're the first they've let in. What'd you do? Who did you bribe?
Hey, why have I got to bribe somebody? Everybody's so nice to me. It doesn't make me want to stay here. I have this pen.
Oh, so you have friends in Camelot.
I do. As a matter of fact, I have the king of Camelot, in case you didn't know it. You recognize it? Or should I say that's for me to know? I'll say you recognize it.
I do.
I'll be
Those
nice.
pins are
Sometimes
deep
I will.
craftsmanship,
Sometimes I won't.
and very rare at that. We only gave them out on Camelot's orders. But when I look at you, well, it's pretty obvious you wouldn't be able to beat a knight. And even if you found one already dead, you'd sooner nick his armor than a pin you knew nothing about. Either way, good for you.
Let's see. We want to get the option where he gives us a recipe for armor. You said there's a shit show going down everywhere. What do you mean?
Sometimes I wonder, how many things can go wrong at the same time. They say that misery loves company, but here, it's like we've done something to anger the gods, and they're taking their sweet revenge. First, we started hearing that the weirdness was spreading near Grubwood. Soon after that, we saw waves of bandits approaching from there. Desperate people. They took a lot of our territory. Then, the Del Rita tribes took over the All-Mother's Temple. And after that, the supply chains from Camelot collapsed for some reason. And so on and so forth. We're in quite a pickle, my friend. We've started betting on what's going to happen next. Sea monsters? Who knows?
Let's see, what do we need to ask? Some of these we have to do all of these at once, but I was just trying to get the recipe for the armor. I just arrived here. Tell me more about these bandits.
Told. Most of them are just people desperate to survive.
Well, they're not going to because they one shot and hit you and kill you. We had to take them
out.
out.
Their livelihoods, ended up with nothing to their names and nowhere to go. So they banded together and started raiding whatever was left. Then they turned to killing each other. They're like rabid wolves. Too bad they're here now too.
The weirdness started spreading near Grubwood.
Yes. That damn forest north of here was already cursed and creepy.
It is, and it really is. Oh my god, there are some amazingly beautifully creepy things here, weird places here.
With that, the weirdness started moving. And when the weirdness gets here, well, we're fucked. But you know that. Every child has heard the stories.
Sure. So the Del Riata took over the All-Mother's Temple?
That's... I don't know. It's hard to explain. They kept to themselves, perched in the mountains near the Forlorn Swords. Then something happened, and suddenly we saw ships arriving near our eastern shores. A couple days later, the tribes took over. One good thing is that the bandits aren't up to fighting with them. One bad thing, we aren't either.
Alright, we don't want to ask for work, it's just yet. Or maybe that's how we get the... Maybe that's how we get the recipe. Let's ask.
Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle. Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it. And I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either.
There must be something I can help you out with.
I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing.
Okay, this was it. This is what we needed.
If you're willing to learn, that is.
I still haven't figured out how to make the armor. But yeah. Sure, teach me.
Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use
Oh,
of
lordy.
that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from
Yes,
those
we
hides,
would.
huh?
We would. Tell us.
Should
The
start with
corpse
something
eater
simple.
armor, I've
Let's
seen
see.
photos of
I'll give
people
you
with
some
it, and it
notes on
looks
how to
great.
make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Alright, corpse eater's rags. Okay. I've got to figure out how to make the armor. I just hadn't done it yet. I don't know how to make it. Okay, so we got it. We got the recipes for it, which will show up in your list here. Recipes. Yep. We have quite a few. I didn't realize we had this many. I'm not seeing it, but okay. Oh, we have some junk that we should have put up or sold too. All right. There's one other person that we need to talk to. This guy over here. Usually if you see somebody standing looking weird, you kind of need to talk to them. They're there to just, not to be just a game prop. They're usually there for a reason. Let's talk to him. Wait, I see something unique. Let's get it. I haven't figured out what to do with those. We're not getting those.
Blessings upon you, stranger.
He's a
May the
red
word
priest, and I was
always
just like, what are
resonate
you doing
within your
here?
soul.
Thank you. I've already been blessed with tongues, pincers, and fire.
What do you mean, my child?
I'm not mad about that. I got my feelings about being tortured and looking ugly. You're a red priest. I think you have a pretty good idea what I mean.
I'm afraid you are attributing too many characteristics to me based solely on the clothes I wear. The horns of the South are my home. My mission is to spread the word. The word is good. I'm afraid that I simply cannot believe your blasphemous words without proof.
Here's your proof. Is this enough? See, that's what I was saying when the last stream. Make sure you pick up everything in that prison, the letters and everything, because you're going to need them throughout the first act.
In my youth, he was my mentor, a truly devoted servant of the Prophet. Back then, he was already showing signs of being overly devoted, let's call it. He followed the word and the word alone, which might seem commendable, but it doesn't necessarily make for easy, everyday communication between brothers. He answered questions with quotes. Can you imagine? We never knew whether his faith was truly that strong, or if he was just mocking us. So, this letter, well, it doesn't prove much. It's true that it's written in a normal way, and not using quotes, but the seal matches, and the handwriting too, so I dare not question its authenticity. I dare say, however, that Father Leon's devotion might have turned into madness. Why shouldn't it?
Oh, he has a shop. Did I get that before? Let's see what he has.
Kai's blessings know no bounds.
Maybe I did. I
But
probably
sometimes
did.
It's useful to seal them in a handy flask.
Oh, look, guys, he has the blood transfusion. Yes, it's expensive, but that's okay. I can't believe I did not see this before. And then Mother's Embrace slowly heals you over time. It's 2,000 gold. You see what I'm saying? I need much more gold. Impenetrable shield. Okay, this is worth it. The 400 that I'm getting ready to pay. You know, it's a big chunk of my gold, sure, but it's worth it. I didn't realize he was a merchant. Nice. These spells right here alone are just worth everything. Not so much probably the healing thing, unless I don't know. I use all those white caps or white buttons or whatever they are. I might be using a Skyrim term, but I don't really need a lot of healing. But this impenetrable shield, that would be great to have. Can't afford to buy it, but we're gonna work on that. Nice. I didn't know that he was a shop.
It's a sickness, a corruption.
There's one more quest I need to open up. I'm not sure who does. I thought this guy did.
A curse, a stain upon Avalon that must be purged. And yet, I wonder, did Kai not...
That blood transfusion curse, you guys, is so amazing. You'll see in a little bit. You don't need a healing curse and that. That blood transfusion is all you need.
Yes, it consumes and it takes, but it also gives. Life grows in its wake. Strange and terrible, but life all the same. If we are to fight it, we must first understand it. And that is what frightens the church most of all. Understanding.
Are the horns prepared to fight?
Can be against something they barely understand. The swords and fire will hold back beasts. But what of the creeping rot that twists flesh and mind alike? But there is one thing. The Excalibur they keep here.
Oh, so Excalibur is here. Okay.
Yet the weird does not creep near it.
We're gonna have to figure out how to get it.
Well, even as it rests upon its pedestal, the air around it remains untouched. The tendrils of corruption that strangle stone and steel refuse to claim it. The keepers may not see it for what it is, but I do. There is power in that blade. Something ancient, something beyond the church's teachings. And if it truly holds back the weirdness, then perhaps it was never meant for men alone.
So you feel safe here?
Safe? No. But safer than most, I suppose. But tell me, what is safety, truly? A stronghold? A weapon? A prayer? I've seen men with all three fall just the same. So no, I do not feel safe. But I do feel watched. And sometimes that is enough.
May Kai's word always guide you. In the word, you will find solace.
Okay. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, it's still early. We got plenty of time to get out in the world. Alright, so that spell we just got. Let us get it loaded up on our girl. Okay. Now with these slots, you can make different combinations. And with this one, see, this is why I usually end up going full on magic. This game just really rewards you for doing full on magic builds. It just does. These two things right here together. You'll see this in action here in a bit. Okay, I got them backwards though. I just really just can't deal with them being backwards. Hold on a minute. Yeah, okay, that's right. That's the right way. That's the right way I'm doing it now. Okay. Just want to make sure we can use them. No red telling us that we can't. Yep, we're good. Alright. Let's go back over here and talk to Fergus. Because there's one quest that we did not get yet that I need in order to get us a really good buff. And I don't see it. Maybe we'll get it from him. Don't approach Fergus with your magic out, because he's going to tell you, don't be doing that. Let's ask him, is there anything I can help you with?
With the dead lately. The kind that
yep, this is it. This is it.
There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the weirdness, as it has been steadily creeping closer from the north, but somehow I doubt it. Anyway, I suggest you go see Marg first. He knows best what's going on there.
Who's Marg? They killed me telling me to go see people. I'm like, I don't know who these people are.
Don't have to live on fish alone. They get pretty grumpy when that happens. Right now, Marg is the only other person who's allowed to leave the keep. I'm not about to risk the life of our last link to the outside world, especially when you're so eager to lend a hand.
So eager to go get killed, he means. Can you tell me more about the cemetery?
From what I've heard, it even
they just go out there and get killed. You don't know anything.
The village below used to bury their dead there, but after the flood, it's been pretty much abandoned.
The flood?
Yeah, damn druids.
Oh man, the druids just get such a bad rap in this game. I'm dressed like one right now, by the way.
Fat lot of good did them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad we got rid of them. The things they could do were unnatural.
Where is the cemetery?
It's not far, and it's hard to miss. But honestly, I'd suggest you go see Marg first. You don't really know what you're walking into, so if I were you, I'd try to learn as much as possible beforehand.
Alright, I'll do that.
Try not to get yourself killed, and get rid of whatever's been causing the problem.
I talked to Orlaith, if you know orders are drunk. Okay. Alright. We'll do that now. This is one we needed. Dead as Dreams. Okay. We got plenty of fun stuff to do to carry us through the rest of the stream now. Plus, we'll get good gear along the way. We'll have money. We're going to go find a free horse. Okay. What am I doing? I get excited when I start getting all these quests. Okay, let's look at our map. Look at that, guys. This is where all of our quests are. These are the markers. And you see we've got some traveling to do. Now that I have my blood transfusion spell, I am really happy and ready to go out in the world, because that spell is so powerful right out the box on every level in this game. Like any difficulty level, it really is helpful. Alright, so we have everything we need. And we are lightweight. Yep, we are. Alright, let's go out in the world. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Alright, so let's look at our quest list and decide what we're going to do first, because now I'm overwhelmed. Look at all that you get, though. That's why I say always come to the Shadowhorn place first. You can go to the village, sure, but you're not going to know what to do. You're just not. This is the place you want to come first. Then go to the village and start exploring. And that's what we're going to do now. We need our summons, though. I guess we can go back and get that. We need that corpse eater summons. We need a summons to help us out on this trip, because it gets really tough if you're on your own. That's the only thing. My only problem with this game is we don't have followers. I love my followers in Skyrim, and Oblivion even has some. They're not strong at all, not really, but at least they do have some. Where the heck are we going? Okay. Marge is down there. All right, we're not gonna go see Marge first. We're gonna go back to, where are we gonna go? Is this where we're going? Where was that cave? Where was it? Now I don't remember. Did we have a quest to do along the way? So I think it's in here. Yeah, because there's the Shrine of Deer. I think this might be it. Okay, we're going to go back and get our summon first, because otherwise, You can totally play the game without summons if you like, if you're a warrior type, but as a magey type, I like to have my horse and I like to have my summons to help me because these guys are no joke. I'm playing on an easier level, but if you're playing on a harder level, you're gonna get your meat onion rocked. What is that? Is that something? What is this creepiness? This is why I love to explore. Escar the Protector, devoted guardian to Prophet Kai. Okay. He fought the Red Death. Okay, nice. Oh, look, I got a bit. See, this is why you want to go. Who's this guy?
Off the leash, are we? They must have had their fun with you. Who had you as their plaything? The church? The druids? Some
I like that armor he's wearing.
But it doesn't matter now that you're free.
Who are you?
I'm Abigail, a knight. I swore my sword to my lady's will, and she kept me close until she had no more use for me. Now, I walk alone, but a shadow never strays too far.
How do you know that something happened to me?
Regret it, and you smell like death. I've seen
Well, gosh, I need to go bathe.
dragged through the mud. If you've had enough of it all, I could grant you an honorable death. In a proper duel, you lived like a cur, but you could die like a knight. Wouldn't that be just splendid?
I wonder if I get that armor. I'm gonna get killed, but let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm more than happy to oblige.
Oh man, if I get that armor. Oh boy. Oh boy, look at that, what he just did. Look at that magic regeneration, guys. See, that's what I'm saying with this suit. You jackass. Oh, what am I up against? See that blood transfusion? There's not much that can go with that. Oh God, he's one of those. Ah. Oh, I'm so glad I put on that magic regeneration suit. I really needed my my wand for this guy. But that's all good. We'll get him. I feel confident. We're gonna be wearing that suit. Put that big old shield down, bruh. See, that's the thing about... Uh-oh. He dodge and parry. That's this game's jam. Alright, he done ticked me off now. I will use King Arthur's power, but we don't need it. We can take this guy. We got him. That's right. We bet. Uh-huh. Oh, look at this. Oh, man, look at this. We get all this great stuff. Let's take it all. Now, you get to lay there and look pale and dead. Talking about I smell like death. Now, what you smell like? Alright, let's see what we got. That stuff's pretty heavy. Look, it's got about 30 pounds of stuff. We probably can't even use it. Most likely. Alright, look, we got the honorary blade. What I tell you, requires 8 strength. What I tell you, half of it we probably couldn't use. 7 endurance for the shield. Okay, so we can't use any of the suit yet. That's what I figured. So we just have to carry this heavy stuff around. We'll bring it back in a bit. We'll bring it back. I'm not going to go back just to take this back because that's just going to waste time. But yeah, we can't use any of it yet. And we can't even use the cape. Alright, I'm glad we did that. I'm glad I found him. Alright, we can go back to first person now, since that's what you guys like to see. But when I'm fighting, I'd be in third person. I wouldn't have won that fight in no first person. Alright. Autosave will also glitch you out. I need to turn it off. You can turn it off. I did find out that you can totally turn off autosave. So I would suggest turning it off because it will glitch you up. Summons will glitch you up. And this is all games like this. They will do that kind of thing. But you guys have been with me for about 2 hours now, and you can see that I am not having issues, not really. Some frame rate drops every so often, but nothing that's game breaking at all. Oh boy, am I running into some stuff that I'm going to regret? Probably. Oh boy. Yep. Alright, we'll take that stuff. Wait, where'd the corpse eater go? Because we need the stuff off of it. Where'd it go? What in the world? It's probably already turned into a skeleton. Okay, well, I don't know what happened to it. I hate to get... Oh, there it is. We wasn't there, was it? No, it's not. It's flipping in and out. Okay. It's getting ready to turn into a skeleton. Stuff turns into skeletons pretty quickly in here. Alright, I don't remember how to get down to that beach, so we're just going to wing it. That blood transfusion is that creepy whispering. It's really dark magic, okay? Let's see. Where are we, guys? I feel like I'm not going the right way. I didn't. Looks like I overshot. Alright. We'll get there. Oh, God. Go away! Alright, we want all of that. We can sell some of those wolf pelts and things. Okay, I think maybe this is where we can go down. Look, this looks like Blisterwort, doesn't it? They call it Sweet Tooth. It looks like Blisterwort from Skyrim. I'm finding all kinds of things I didn't find my first playthrough, or my first playthrough of Act 1, or I haven't completely finished my first playthrough, but I'm pretty far in it. I haven't found half the stuff. This has been like a totally different playthrough. That's how you know when a game has really put some effort into it, when you can do multiple playthroughs and feel like you're not just gonna go, okay, I'm bored out my head. I just did the same thing 2 minutes ago. Oh no, some of these guys. Oh my goodness. You see that blood transfusion? You time it right, you use it with a spell, and it just kills everything. Like, seriously, I haven't found anything that's immune to blood transfusion. And it's healing you while it does it, so. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's go to this creepy place. Oh no. Alright. Alright, let's get some sneak. Let's build up our sneak skills while we're at it. Let's quiet that magic down, because you can hear those whispers. I've like killed my stealth before with that magic. I guess there might be a perk to silence it. I'm hoping. See, look. She hasn't been sneaking a lot, so. Now, the other day I got really lost in here, so I probably will again, so just bear with me. Okay, we're sneaking. Okay. I need a light source in these places. Now, mind you, yes, sure, I know I could be running, but I want to get my sneak skills up. My other character, Seraphine, has sneak skill 50, and she's literally invisible sometimes when she's walking by people. So I want to build that up too. That comes in handy. Okay. I don't remember where you go here. I'm thinking probably through here. Oh, yeah.
Watch your backs.
Oh boy, there's people with those bows and arrows. You should be with that bow and arrow. Oh boy, I love when they put a little humor in these games. Ragged villager's dress. Boots. I don't want to get heavy stuff just yet. I'm going to try not to get a bunch of heavy stuff just yet. Alright, get a stealthy mode.
You'll regret.
Ah, freaking archers up there.
To respect me. They'll take you. For anything. Beg for mercy. Say your prayers.
Where? Oh, you jackass.
You'll be fertilizing the soil.
Any more of you fools? Oh, there's another one over there somewhere. Alright. You see that blood transfusion? What it does is it's healing you. When you're taking their life, that's why you don't see my bar going down. I mean, literally, if you play your cards right, that combination that I'm using right here can take you through the whole game. On any difficulty level. Like, really. Like, really, seriously. I kid you not. Let me make sure I'm not... Okay, yeah, I'm good. I don't want to get over encumbered. Yeah, but that combination that I'm using right there will take you through the rest of this game. And especially when you keep improving it. Now, I haven't got to Act 2 yet when people are saying it gets really hard, so maybe that will change, that statement that I just made, when I get to Act 2, but I don't see how it could. I've fought some pretty tough monsters, and they were not able to take me down. There's lots of stuff around here. Let's see if we can do this one. It's medium. Alright, let's see. I meant to buy lockpicks. I forgot to buy lockpicks from our girl Orlaith. Wait, that might do it. No, it's not. A little bit more. Ah, I went too far. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, see? Going and exploring in the world. That's when you pick up all the fun stuff. Alright, I don't see anything up here, so let's go. Ah, that guy there. I've not figured out how to get up there and get him. If he can reach me, I can reach him. Alright, we got him. So now we don't have to worry about him shooting us while we're trying to swim. Silk gloves and silk clothing sells really well. Oh my goodness. Stress. Oh my god, those big head things. You guys, I'm gonna have to get out of this first person here for a second so I can see what I'm doing. It's very hard for me to fight in first person because I don't usually play in first person, which I'm guessing is why the developers did that, which I am so thankful that they did. There are some of us that just, you know, prefer the third person point of view. What's up here? I like to go check everything because you can miss out on some goodies if you don't. That silk fiber, we definitely want that. Okay. So you got anything worth a darn? Some leather boots that are pretty decent. Alright, we need to go, I think through here. Do we have pickaxe? Yeah, we do. These caves, because the anxiety is real. Let's use the sneak attack if we can. Is this the big? Oh yeah, this is the little guy. It's not little. It's a mini boss. I'm trying to say for this little excursion. Let's use sneak attack. Hit me in the head. That's why we're gonna be using you. Got him. Got him. Blood transfusion. That's the only spell you need in the whole game. There's always that one spell in every game. And that is the one. Okay, we got a lot of good stuff off of him. Let's see. What did we get? We got a book that I think that tells us how to make the armor. I'm not sure. We got a lot of new stuff. Okay, we'll look at all that. Let's go over here and get the spell that we came for. Remind me to get some lockpicks. I need lockpicks. It's hard, of course. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. See, the trick with those lockpicks is just to kind of play around with it. Look, summon Corpse Eater. We're in the money now, guys. We are there. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. We are there now. Alright, so let's look at our girl. Alright, let's do another combination. Okay, we're gonna summon our corpse eater. And what else do we want to put in the other hand with that summon the corpse eater? We'll put the wooden cub in there until we get another spell. There's some more spells we'll find as we go around in the world. Wait. I didn't do something right. Hold on. Alright. There we go. That's what we came here for. And now notice that it eats up your mana. And they will stay with you as long as you need them to. I think until you maybe long rest. Which in this game, a long rest is just the equivalent of going to the bonfire or sleeping. I think they go away then. I'm not sure yet. I just started using summons. But yep, now we have our own personal corpse eaters. Too bad I can't carry stuff. And I have my spells backwards again. Because I really prefer to have the melee weapon. And I have it backwards. Let me do it right. Oh, I did it again. Idiot. All right, we want the... That's how we want it. I think. Yeah, that's how we want it. Okay. The right hand weapon. Okay. All right, yeah. I like to have the spell. I always like, because I'm right-handed, I like to have the melee weapon in that hand, in the right hand, and then the spell in the other. Now, I thought there was a way you could get through here, but you cannot. So, oh well. Now, I don't know if those little guys can get through here. Probably not. Look at them. Oh, they do. They get down. Okay. See, you're not really alone in here. And we're going to get a permanent little pet to come with us, too, here in a bit. Well, I don't know if we'll get to it today because the stream is coming up on our 3-hour limit that we had. We'll definitely get to it in the next go. Okay, they didn't come down, but you can always summon them. They don't die or anything. You can just summon them. Okay. Yep, see, they teleport to you. That's what I was saying earlier, okay? If you do experience some little glitchy, it's not really glitches, it's your summons that are being teleported to you. And the more of them you have, I'm just going to tell you right now, 3 things. If you have the little perma-pet, and you have these summons, and you have a horse, and you also have... and you also have autosave going on, you're going to have a lot of these things that you hear people talking about going on. Okay? Because I've watched people play and I've figured it out. Now see, they're not even doing it as badly this time since the patch. Okay? And you can see my screen. Alright? So you know they're not just blowing smoke up your butts, to put it nicely. Oh, wow. Alright, well, we get to test them out. I don't know why I keep on eating stuff. Alright, let's go collect some cobwebs. Alright, we're gonna switch back to... We're gonna switch to this combination. Wait, what is that combination? Oh, it kept that. Okay. Let's switch to this. Now that we have our summons, let's do this. Get 'em, summons! Get 'em! Get 'em! Where's the other one? Oh, okay. And they're pretty strong too. I'm gonna stand back so you can watch them in action. They're pretty strong. One of them's gotten damaged up pretty good, but yeah, I love my summons. I love having them with me. They're the closest things to followers you're gonna get in this game, I suspect. So, did we hit this fast travel point? Yeah, we did. We did. Oh man, we just missed it. Oh, the sun is coming up. We're not gonna get any cobwebs tonight. The sun is coming up. I didn't realize that it was that time in the morning. Well, at least you got a chance to see what the little guys look like when they're fighting. Okay. Alright, that's one of 3 good summons I know of that you can get right here at the beginning of the game. Let's see, what time do we have? Do we have time for any more things on our list? Well, we have about 10 more minutes. Okay, so that glitch that takes place when they transport in is not happening anymore. Because it used to just really just bug the screen out when that happened, but it doesn't seem to be happening anymore, which is good. And I'm playing in first person, like I said, for you guys' benefit. I play in third, but I want you to see, because that's where the issues were happening here on the PlayStation. I am on the PlayStation Slim, PlayStation 5 Slim, and I am not having issues. So you can see that. It's not, don't have to take my word for it. Just look at the video. Alright, let's see. Where are we on the map? Away from everything. That's what I figured. Okay, I think our free horse is on one of these 2 sides, but I'm looking and I'm not seeing the horse armor that I'm supposed to have because I got the DLC. So I'm gonna have to look into that, because I don't want to ride an unarmored horse, because he will die without that special armor. My horse was getting shot up, but that armor kept him alive. Alright, we've been here. We don't need to come here again. Or hang around here. I think the village is over there. We'll head this direction, and that's where we'll stop for the day. And tomorrow is a normal streaming day. Thursdays. I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So we'll come back again tomorrow morning and stream this game some more. I don't mind playing this Mystikal Maiden's account for you guys at all. This game is a lot of fun. So I don't mind playing it in 2 different accounts for you. Alright, let's run faster. See, it's bringing those guys in, and we're not even having trouble this time. We have to do some swimming to get where we need to go. My little guys. And just like in Skyrim, well, not in Skyrim, but more so, I think in Oblivion, you can walk around with your summons and people not say anything. In Skyrim, they're gonna drive you nuts saying, the spell looks dangerous, keep your distance. They don't do that in here. Not everybody. Some people will. But for the most part, they don't say anything to you about your summons. I think we're headed the right way, I think. Yep, I think. I like to try to open up all of the map. I mean, I don't leave any part uncovered, none shaded at all. And there's some stuff here, I think, if I recall correctly. I've been through here once before. Look, my guys are down there with me. I could have swore there was anyway. Oh, yeah. Okay. See, you get a nice bow. Let's get some air because there's something on the other side, too. Let's get it. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Well, at least it's easy. Hopefully. Sometimes I struggle with the easy ones more than I do the others. Alright, let's go. Alright, come on, corpse eater heads. There's a Grindelwald summons. It does little things that knock the crap out of you with those big bone hammers. I don't think we've come across any of them yet. Wait, the village is up there. What are we doing down here? I think we gotta go up a hill. But yeah, there's another summons we'll get in the next stream. Alright, this is the village. This is where we'll pick up our next round of quests, and we will also... Alright, where's the fast travel? There's usually a fast travel point. I don't see it. We came in the back way, so we didn't have to go through the guy at the front. He talks a lot, and we're gonna avoid him. There it is. We got it. I wanted to make sure we got that before we logged off and ended the stream. Okay, but this is the village. Many of our quests take place here, as you can see. We're gonna pick up some new ones in there. in our next stream. I just want to kind of show you the village. And there's an abandoned village we're also going to go to tomorrow too, which is going to be a lot of fun because we're going to get lots of cobwebs there. I think this is the $20,000 house. Yep, this is it. This is the $20,000 house, and that's why you need practicality. Put some points in practicality so you can get that price down. So I haven't bought it in the other game yet either. So yeah. And we are headed into that tavern. That's where a lot of things are going to take place. So there's my corpse eaters walking around chilling. And it's really neat when you have your little pet, Pipsqueak. That's what I call him. He grows up to be a really ugly thing because his mom is dead when you find him. We're going to find Pipsqueak tomorrow. We'll go get Pipsqueak in the morning stream. And I'm going to try to set aside to get started earlier so that we'll have more time in the game tomorrow. I meant to have gotten started earlier today, but, you know, life happens and we don't end up finishing things. Let's talk to this guy first before we end things.
Beer from Kunacht, wine from Farshire, moonshine, only local, the best there is. And fish, lots and lots of fish. What's your poison?
Hopefully not the fish.
Stale fish? Yeah. Look around. You're in the capital of fresh fish. Unless you're buying from Heffen. I can't vouch for him. Here though, take your pick. All today's catch.
Tell me about this place.
You mean the old pier? Well, first of all, it's not that old. Brennan was already the captain when it was built. Why is it called that? Don't know. Probably because of all those old folks around. A lot has been happening here lately. Plenty of new faces. I definitely can't complain. I'm finally running a proper tavern. People come and go and the regulars drink as usual. As it should be. Daddy will be proud.
Did your father also run a tavern?
Hey, not here, obviously. You won't see your old man here unless your name's Dara. Mine sent me here because he hoped I'd make something out of my life. He never wanted me to pour a beer and look at the same tired mugs day in, day out, but as it turns out, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I got mauled by a werebeast during a hunt, and after that, the captain decided I wasn't any good for active service, so he sent me here. I was bored out of my mind, and since there wasn't one here, I decided to start a tavern. At least I'm not as bored anymore.
Some time ago, one of the keepers left some important documents here.
No, I don't recall anything like that.
He said he left them after the last drinking bout.
No, listen. I don't know what's going on, but I doubt any of the keepers had anything important on them. Half of them couldn't tell the quartermaster's seal from a pile of horse dung someone stepped on.
He said they should still be at the Stale Lamb Tavern.
But that means... No. Impossible. What if... Holy moonshine. I remember. Sigibald. It was Sigibald who left those documents behind.
Yeah, it was Sigibald.
You found out about it. Sigi. He's dead.
Oh, lordy.
By a fever.
Oh, okay, that means we're talking to a ghost. Of course, in this game we would be. I met him. He asked me to get his documents back.
Aye, of course I have. I didn't just throw them in some cabinet. I was afraid they'd fall into the wrong hands. He was a good man. I wouldn't get rid of my only memento of him. Here, after what you said, I assume you'll make good use of them. Even though I'm still not sure what to think about it. Things are getting weirder and weirder in our beloved Avalon.
Tell me
Well,
more about
he died
Sigibal. Why
like he
not?
lived, with a tankard in his hand. The boys always said Sigi was a friend worth 5 others. He was a prankster like no other. Once, he slipped a rotten egg into the quartermaster's dinner.
Good guy.
Listen,
He ain't talking about
if
nothing
by
else.
some miracle you really talked with Sigibald, please, give him my warm regards. I don't understand anything anymore.
Let's see, what does he have in his shop? I'm just curious. Moonshine and things like that we need for some pretty powerful spells, especially ale. Ale and blood clot makes a really powerful potion, so it's nice to know where to go and find these things. Okay. Objective updated. Alright, Maiden Knights and Lore Seekers, this is where we're going to end the stream for the day because we have a lot of talking to people to do in here to get some new quests and advance some of the current ones we have. So this is a good stopping point. And like I said, tomorrow I'll try to get on earlier so that we can spend more time in this great world. And I appreciate everyone stopping by today. And I will see you in the next stream.